Hello, welcome. Thank you for clicking on to this link. It's a short reflection for Midnight Mass. Welcome if you've come to this talk via a link on a Facebook page or on Twitter. A special welcome if you just stumbled across it. A very special welcome if you've come to this while not being able to sleep at night and you just, scrolling through YouTube, just wanting to find something to help you close your eyes or pass the night. Because I'm just going to share a few thoughts. I'm going to share with you what this night says to me and this year of 2020. It's a reflection for a very dark and a very long night. So peace be with you. God's peace, God's love, God's desire to save you and touch all that you're carrying. May that be with you and be present to you. Of all the hard things 2020 brought to us, one of those things that made it especially hard is that we can't sing together. We can't sing alongside each other. We can't do it in church. We can't do it in other places. When you sing alongside other people and you do it and you're singing properly, this really amazing thing happens. Your heartbeat begins to synchronize with the person and the people you're singing next to. It's an amazing thing that singing does to us. This autumn I've been reading through Lord of the Rings, and it's really striking in several passages when things are going really badly for the Fellowship of the Ring. Like one of them will just start to sing, like Aragorn will start to sing, or Legolas will just start to sing. Because singing is one of those essential weapons we have, part of our defense against the dark arts. And when we sing, we push back a lot of darkness. So it's been a hard thing not to be able to come together and sing. But tonight, do not be afraid. We can't sing together in church, but we will be sung to. If you come to St. David's for Midnight Mass in Ely, Cardiff, you will hear Nicola, our organist, singing to us. And I pray that God will send to you, as he will do, people who will sing to you. But all of us, whether or not we switch on to YouTube or Spotify or the radio, all of us are being sung to tonight. We are all being sung to by the angels, because the angels are singing because Christ is born, and the angels are singing. Breathe it in. Do not be afraid, says the angel Gabriel to Mary. Do not be afraid, says the angel to Joseph. Do not be afraid, say the angels to the shepherds, and to you and to me. Breathe it in. Their music. The ever-present Christ has come to be born inside the messy stables of our hearts and our lives, and so, because he has put himself and his life right in the middle of that, of us. Because of that, ultimately, even at the end of 2020, ultimately there is nothing to be afraid of anymore. And this good news, this gospel, makes the angels sing. Their music reaches everywhere. Everywhere. In his book Unapologetic, the writer Francis Spufford describes the aftermath of an almighty family row. Now, maybe you come from really very calm, chilled Christian homes and you don't know what one of those almighty family rows are. But try to imagine. Francis Spufford says it was one of those dreadful, mind-shattering rows that went on all night, and just when you thought it had died down, it would flare up again. And the next morning he took his laptop to a coffee shop. He had a deadline to finish, but he couldn't write a word. The echo, the raw, throbbing memory was drowning him. And that's when he heard it. The music. It was the Adagio from Mozart's Clarinet Concerto, a beautiful, tender, patient piece of music that repeats and repeats itself like waves of mercy. It was the music of the angels, unasked for, undeserved, but which found its way anyway to the lonely, cold shepherd hillside of his life. Whenever music does that to you, comes to you like waves upon waves of mercy, that's not like the song of the angels. That is the song of the angels. They have brought it to you. So tune in. The music said to Francis, what you fear is all true. And yet, what you've done wrong, you really have done wrong. And yet the world is wider than you fear it is, and it has this in it, this beauty, this grace, and it does not depend on you or on what you deserve or don't deserve. In this world, there is this music, this angel song, because well, he has come. Breathe it in. Let yourself be sung to. The Franciscan poet mystic Brother Richard, he writes, Brother Richard this is, down the long ages of despair he comes as hope. Down the rough road of doubt he comes as faith. Down the broken byways of the human heart he comes as love. He comes. Breathe. The deep breath of the blessing. Breathe. Is being sung to you. The world is wider than you fear. Truth is wider than you ever imagined. And there is this in it. This night, this birth, this mother, this child, this Christ. Tonight nothing is asked of you, says Brother Richard, but to be here. Broken? Yes. Weak? Yes. Called? Oh yes. Sung to? Yes. Can't you hear it? The music is calling you to come to him. This child has chosen you, and here you are. And he has made you part of his life, part of his family. He's put you inside of him. Often Christians think, I must kind of get God inside of me. I must invite Christ into my heart. There's all good things to do. But here's the reality of it. Christ has come to put you inside of his life. That's why he's come. But even if you can't quite believe that, even if you can't get a handle on that, well, do not be afraid, because he comes to you anyway, and the angels are going to sing it to you anyway. Christ is born. Truly he is born. Let yourself be sung to. Breathe it in.